Welcome to the IME Community Podcast, where self-love is your superpower to achieve your weight and life goals and make your mark in the world. Your host is Dr. Carla, activist, MD. If you're a teen who's looking to revolutionize your health and can't wait to follow your dreams, welcome to the IME Community.
Welcome to the IME Community Radio Blast. Every rose has its thorn, and every night has its dawn. I just heard that song on my way back from taking my son to school, his second day of high school. He just turned 15 yesterday, and he started high school yesterday. So, wow, happy birthday to him. And I heard that song and I'm like, I love that song so much. And I love all the parts of that song by Poison. I'm sure you love that song. I know a lot of young people know and love that song if you're cool anyway. But anyway, I was thinking of all the mixed emotions that I was having and the mixed things. Like my son is typical for his age and he has parents who are kind of scattered. So it's natural. So I'm like, do you have your ID? He's like, no, I have no idea where it is, as I'm dropping him off at school. And then I was like, is your Chromebook charged? It's like, no, I forgot to charge it last night. And then, we had gotten the email from the principal, like, make sure your Chromebooks are charged up and you're ready for school. And then he's like, I forgot my case for my Invisalign. He just started wearing those. I'm like, this poor kid. Anyway, he's super funny. He's like, well, I just won't eat lunch. I'm like, that's not going to work because Andrew, this kid is eating like so many meals a day, learned to cook for himself because he was like, I'm going to starve around here if I don't learn how to make some eggs and for the summer. So anyway, he'll be fine. I didn't make it mean anything about the year. I had grace for myself. I had grace for him. And I'm like, life is all a mixed bag. Every rose has its thorn. My daughter's like, Mom, teens just have like a cringe meter and they have a low bar for cringe. So when they see your TikTok videos and you do stuff like that, they're just going to scroll on by. So how you present yourself and the cringy things you do is important to not do that like right off the bat. And I'm like, well, guess what? I'm cool and they'll figure it out. So anyway, this is a great time to join IME Community if you're a teen and a parent of a teen, especially if you're struggling with your weight, your body image. It's fun. It's a safe community. We're creating it together. You get tons of amazing coaching, life and weight coaching with me. I meet you wherever you are. I'm here to support you. I'm here to support your health goals, but also your life goals. And we need it now. Like IME Community, people ask me when I work with like marketing teams and whatever, they're like, who's your competition? I'm like, there's no competition because nobody's doing this. And it's super innovative and creative. And I'm growing it organically. But joining the community is amazing because then you get like everything that I had, I'm bringing to you. And the coaching is what's really important so that I can meet you where you are. And if you want to be one of the first 100 founding members, you're going to get this amazing habit stick for gratitude practice that I'm creating for IME Community. And it's just fun. The thing that really resonates, the thing that resonated with me when I did my life and weight coaching journey and started September 2017, so I'm 4 years into it. It's awesome. And it's really not about the weight loss as much as it is about really learning to cultivate a goal that you set for yourself. And that's what we're doing this week in the Reverse Your Insulin Resistance Challenge. I hope you're following along. I do TikTok videos every day. I do TikTok lives. I do an Instagram post every day. So please follow IME Community on Instagram. Share with everybody. Check out the YouTube channel. Well, if you're watching, you are checking it out. And you're checking out my cool glasses, which, I've got several pairs of these that I got at this cool store here. Anyway, they remind me of the 80s. They remind me of when I was in high school. I'm not living vicariously through my time in high school, believe me. I spent a lot of time forgetting it. Intentionally, just kidding. I had a lot of good times, and then a lot of interesting times. But it was fun to go to high school in the 80s in a lot of ways. I'm glad I didn't have social media, but my best friend and I were talking about that the other day. She's like, thank God we didn't have social media because, I mean, there were so many mean girls. If they had social media, it would have been, like, would have ripped us nerdy girls apart. But I'm like, we would have held our own. It would have been fine. But I also think as I'm coaching teens and I see you all on social media and how you navigate the world, I think they're just so much more savvy and so much more aware of issues in the world, and just the critical thinking is really impressive, to be honest. And so I think anyway, that's something that there's good and bad that comes with everything, right? Every rose has its thorn. So none of this is what I wanted to talk about, other than like saying that we need to give ourselves grace as we're starting school as teens, and then also as parents, that we're getting back into the mix of things. Don't make anything mean, anything. We forget things. Don't charge things. It's okay. Like, you go with your Chromebook not charged, you forget your ID, you forget your Invisalign case, have to put it in a napkin. Hopefully you don't throw it in the trash, and have to dig through the trash on your second day of high school. I hope that doesn't happen to my son. But anyway, we have to give ourselves grace. Okay, we're just humans, and we don't make it mean anything about how the year is going to go or about ourselves. It's all okay. There's a lot of stuff to remember. We're merging back into the traffic of life. We're still with COVID, and this is going to be around for a while longer, and it's getting serious. So again, like, if you are able to get the vaccine, I would encourage you getting it, and let's all try to be safe. And I'm here thinking about all of us and supporting you too, because I know that that's another thing that teens have to worry about now, and especially if you're struggling with your weight and you're at higher risk of having complications from COVID. So every rose has its thorn. Okay, so that was my message for today. Really simple. Keep it simple. Have grace for yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Recognize when you're being hard on yourself. Don't make it mean anything. And realize that every rose has its thorn. What's your favorite song of the day? And can you find a song that you love? Like, I love Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison all the way through. That's one of the rare songs that I love, like, from start to finish. And as someone who loves music so much, like, there's so many songs that I just love, like, parts of them, and then I obsessively listen to those parts of them or wait for those parts of them and get pumped up. But that song, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, which I think is cool to say every rose has its thorn, like you're owning your thorn instead. And I wonder if Poison had toyed with every rose has a thorn, because that's different than it's not nearly as powerful as every rose has its thorn. We're going to own our thorns. We're going to own the positive and the negative. We're going to have grace for ourselves. We're going to get back into school and take our time and be compassionate and move forward. And it's a great time again to join IME Community. Just go to the website, click on join the community. It's amazing. I coach parents and I coach the teens, and so you'll get all this amazing coaching to get you to reach your health goals, and at the same time I meet you wherever you are, and it's actually fun. So we need more fun. All right, have a great day. Thinking about you all, and make sure you join the community if you can. Every rose has its thorn.
Thank you for tuning in to the IME Community Podcast, where self-love is your superpower. The content of this podcast represents the opinions of Dr. Carla Lester and is not intended as, and shall not be understood as, a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The opinions shared reflect the host and guest and do not represent an organization or medical group. Always seek the advice of your physician or therapist if you have concerns about your health. And please, like and subscribe to the IME Community Podcast. Share IME with your friends and go to imecommunity.com to join the member community. Don't forget to follow IME on social.